Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have a new security camera from TP-Link, the Tapo C325WB. And first things first, I would like to say thanks to our friends from TP-Link Philippines for making this video review possible. Even though they provided a device for this review, we will be fair and true since the actual test doesn't lie. For this review, we will unbox the unit and show you how easy to configure and manage the security camera. And of course, the actual performance test. And without further ado, let us unbox the unit. Inside the box, we have the quick start guide, mounting template, power brick, waterproof cable attachment, weatherproof seal, mounting screws, and the actual unit itself. For the specification, the resolution is 2K 4 megapixel, Colorpro Night vision, weatherproof rating of IP66, two-way audio, smart AI identification, wired or wireless network, use up to 512 GB of micro SD for local storage, and option to subscribe to cloud storage, and a lot more. I'll include the link on the description below for the full specification. Okay guys, now for the configuration. First is of course we need our micro SD card. And at the bottom of the camera there is actually a cover. And we have used a small screwdriver to remove that cover. And right now, we're going to insert the micro SD card on the bottom of this camera. And after that one, of course, you need the power cable that is included in the box. And connect it on this one, the smaller one, which is this. And the other one is used for wired network. Okay, so in case if you will be using your LAN cable to connect to this one, that is actually great. But guys, remember, this is not capable of using PoE or power over Ethernet, and if you use that one, you might actually damage your camera. So don't use this one for PoE. For us, we're going to configure this using our wireless setup. And right now, I'll be getting my phone, and I'm already connected to the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency of my network since this security camera uses 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency as well. And this is the Tapo application. Click on plus to add your devices. And for the device that we have right now, it's the C325WB. Click on that one. Then we're going to connect to wireless, and of course, next. Then, okay, power up and check the LED. Yes, it's blinking, red and green. And click next. Connect to device, connect. Connection is successful, and choose your network. We're going to connect to JKC 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. And you have entered the password, click next. Next. And it...
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
Okay. That was fast.
Wi-Fi connected.
Okay, and it is already connected to our Wi-Fi network, the JKC 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. And let's just wait for this one. I think it's still trying to configure something. Okay, and right now it's pairing your Tapo device. And right now we can name our Tapo device. So let's just leave this as is. Device name is 3F4E. Then click next. Then of course, where have you placed this Tapo device? For now, let's just say it's in the bedroom. Click next. Then maybe it will be, just click on the bed and click next. Then complete. Sounds good. So we have already configured this device, and you have here your Tapo Care Cloud Services for subscription plan for cloud storage, and we have already activated this one for trial version. You can do that as well. For now, let's keep on this, and got it. We have already set up our local storage and firmware update, so you can configure this one. If there's a new firmware for this camera, you can set this, but for us, let's just click on got it, and we already have configured our Tapo camera. Now, let's try to check on what are the things that we can configure or manage on this Tapo camera. And we're still using the same application that we used on the configuration. And let's try to click the camera that we have set up earlier, and this is this one. And after that one, you'll be able to see a live feed on the actual camera. Like for example, this one, this is a live feed because it's actually turned on and it is actually recording. On this page, you'll be able to see here a variety of buttons where you can use, like for example, talk and voice call. Guys, the talk and voice call is actually different. For the talk, you need to press and hold the talk button so the other person on the other end near the camera will be able to hear you. While the voice call is just like a normal communication. When you press that one, you can talk continuously without pressing anything more. And of course, we have privacy mode. Like for example, if you don't want to record this moment or situation, you can click that one and it will automatically disable the streaming and recording. And let's enable that one. And we have here, okay, as you can see, we have notification coming from this camera, and yes, it is actually great. And going back, next is the alarm off. Currently, it is alarm off. Okay, that is actually loud. If there's a motion or a movement or a person detected, it will alarm, making it for the intruder to go away. I'll try to show you later on the other configuration for the alarm off. And we have here tag off. It will just show you actually information, like for example, if there's a motion, you can see that box, blue box on the screen. That is actually the okay, and try to check if it's yes, there's a box and tagging me that I am actually a person moving or emotion or a vehicle or an animal. Okay, let's just turn off that one for now, and we have your Tapo Care and playback and memory. For the playback, if you want to review the CCTV footage previously, you can check on this one and go to the timeline that you want to review. And the good thing with this one is there is actually a fast forward and slow, slow. Aside from fast forward, you can actually slow-mo the video that you're trying to look for. And aside from that one, let's try to go to cloud videos. Guys, for the cloud videos, since we have already activated our pre-trial subscription on Tapo Care, we are able to use this one. So all the footage coming from this camera will be saved on the Tapo cloud or Tapo storage on the cloud. So it is actually great. And guys, it's actually cheap, the Tapo Care subscription plan. I'll try to post a picture later on this video on how much it costs. And aside from that one, the good thing about this is you can actually do a filter. For the filter, yes, like for example, if you were looking for something that an animal detection, you can click on that one. And since we don't have any animal in the house, it didn't show us any footage capturing an animal. But if, like for example, if we want to check only the person that it detected, it will show us this one. Okay, and going back now, let's go to the settings here. Okay, aside from the settings on the top, there is a light bulb, and if you click that one, it will give you a light spotlight on the camera. Okay, and let's turn that off. And going back to the settings, we have here the basic information for the Tapo camera and the location. You can change that as well. Time zone, change that as well. And what else? The Tapo Care pre-trial, we only have 28 days left since it's only 30 days pre-trial. But guys, trust me, it's a good deal for the subscription plan for the Tapo Care. And of course, we have here invert image. If you have positioned the camera on a wrong angle, you can actually invert the image. And of course, status LED, it's up to you if you want to turn it on so people will know that there is a CCTV camera or something like that. But for me, yes, I leave it on. So it's actually more of a prevention for intruders to go in because they know that there is a camera. It is more visible compared to turning that off. And for the privacy zone, this is actually if you want to hide something like for example, okay, right now it is, I have deleted that one. So I'll try to add a zone if I want this area not to be shown on the recording. I can set that one and click on check, and the recording would actually block that location. So let's turn it off for now. And aside from that one, what else? We have here turn on spotlight at night. That is the spotlight that I've shown you a while ago. It's actually bright, and there are settings for the spotlight. If you want, you can change the brightness up to 100%. Oh, earlier it was just 30%. And on and off duration, it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or anything that you want. And aside from these spotlight settings, what else? Detection alerts. Okay, for the detection alert, yes, we have your motion detection, AI detection, line crossing, and aside from that one, activity notification. Yes, the activity notification, we're receiving that one. If you want to, it actually bothers you a lot because there are a lot of activities. You can schedule that one during the daytime or nighttime only. And aside from that one, we have here camera alarm. Okay, for the camera alarm, this is the one that we have set earlier. Okay, okay. Sound and okay, I'm trying not to move. And of course, we have here the alarm type because if I try to turn off, I won't be able to show you the other things. We have here a sound type, like for example, custom emergency alert and other things. Okay, I'm really sorry for that one. Now let's just skip that one for the alarm. And we have here micro SD card is good, and micro SD card recording. If you want to turn it off, you can actually turn it off on that one. Recording schedule, we have set this one. By default, it is detection recording, meaning only the detected if there's a movement or a motion, it will be recorded. Next is recording schedule. We have here the video quality 2K. Yes, you can actually change this one, and you can enable HDR mode on this. But guys, for the HDR mode, it is not actually advisable during nighttime. So I just turn this off because I don't think I really need HDR. But it's actually a good to have if you're just looking for a security camera on a daytime or with a lot of lights. That HDR actually makes a difference. Okay, and for other things, we have here the advanced settings. Record audio, if you want to turn off the audio recording, that is also available here. Voice call, display settings. Okay, for the display settings, hardware acceleration, and on-screen display settings. Guys, there is an option if you want to, if you don't want to display the timestamp and the logo of the Tapo or other information or display text in here. And aside from that one, we have your diagnostics. And next would be mounting guide, share device. If you want to share this one to your friend or other family members, you can create an account and have them access this camera. And of course, we can also have auto reboot. The reason there is always an auto reboot, regardless if it's a CCTV or a wireless router, it is always good to have it refresh, reboot, so if there are any error in between the lines of coding on the actual device like the CCTV or the Wi-Fi router, it will clear that one for a fresh start, and it will just actually take about less than 30 seconds to complete on this camera. Okay, and if you want, you can actually just reboot the camera directly here or remove the camera on your application. Now for the actual test. First is let us try to test the unit with ample light in the morning, and I'll be using the audio capture of the camera on this video test.
Okay guys, this is around 10 meters range, and moving forward around maybe this is the 5 meters range. Try to check if the quality is still good, and check the details. For example, there is a motion or a moving bicycle earlier. Try to check if that's okay with you. And this is on broad daylight. It's around 12:37 in the afternoon. try to check the details. Okay, and maybe this is around 2 to 3 meters.
That was a great performance from the camera, very clear and the color is actually great. Now, let us try the performance of the camera in the evening. And moving forward, we will be using the audio recorded on the FUJIFILM camera. And guys, just a reminder, please don't compare the quality of the video from the Fuji and the security camera. The reason I'm including the footage from my Fuji camera is to have the actual reference of the environment. Now, let us begin with the ceiling lights on.
Okay guys, and right now it is still 7 in the evening, and as you can see, the environment is actually dark. I only have my ceiling light that is ready to turn on. And again, I have here my FUJIFILM camera as a reference on how good is the lighting right now. And of course, our TP Tapo CCTV camera. Just a comparison between the two, but please don't compare the performance or the quality coming from the Fuji. I would just like to show you the actual footage that we'll be getting from the Tapo CCTV camera. HDR is actually turned off right now for helping that Colorpro to actually better image quality because we're just using ceiling light.
That is a good performance using our ceiling light as our source of light. Everything is clear and color is also great. Next would be using the camera spotlight while the ceiling lights is actually turned on.
Okay guys, and right now still around 5 to 6 meters away from the TP Tapo camera and the FUJIFILM camera. Right now, the configuration for the Tapo camera is there is a spotlight that is currently turned on, and brightness is around 70%. I would just like to show you on how it performs. Okay. Okay, and about 2 to 3 meters away from the camera, let's try to check if the quality is still great. Okay, and there you have it.
Wow, that color is great. Brighter than the FUJIFILM camera. And for the moving object, it is somehow hard to identify if it's too far, but the closer around 3 to 4 meters, you can see clearly my face and the color performance in the dark is actually great. Next test would be total darkness. And we will be relying on the Colorpro Night vision of the Tapo camera.
Okay guys, and right now it is still around 7 in the evening, and as you can see, it's total darkness coming from the FUJIFILM camera, and maybe you'll be able to see some shadow or lights on that side, but it's total darkness. And I have here still the TP Tapo camera, and as you can see, it is still in color. I would just like to remind you that the HDR is still turned off on this configuration. I would just like to move around to check if the quality still is good. And maybe around 2 to 3 meters. Can you identify me? Can you see me? Or is it good? Okay. And that's it for our test in the total darkness.
That is still an impressive performance from the Tapo camera. Checking the FUJIFILM camera, you are not able to see any details or information on that one. And that is the total opposite on the Tapo camera. You might have a hard time to identify my face, but come to think of it, most intruders will usually wear caps or hoodies or face masks to hide their face, but the information that you'll be able to get and give the police is more detailed. Like the information, the intruder is wearing an orange short, blue shirt with green print on the chest, black slippers with stripes, and of course, the white car that he is actually using on the back. And with those level of details, they might be able to set up a checkpoint as soon as possible and catch the intruder because of those level of details that you'll be able to provide them. And okay, not everyone will be buying a security camera for home use. Some will actually use it in commercial establishment, like for example, on cash registers, to have a record on what the customer actually handed you over, because there might be some instances that the customer might claim or say that they handed you over this amount of money, but in actuality, it would be totally different. And the performance for this level of details, as you can see, it is clearly identifiable. The amount of money or the color or the print on the money, you are able to see it clearly and identify between 1,000, 120, and other bills as well. Last test would be the two-way radio test. Okay guys, and right now we're going to test the audio quality of that Tapo camera. Okay? And on the other side of that camera, the one holding my phone is my daughter. I'll try to have a conversation with her to check if it is clear. Hi Ate Claire, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay guys, this is around maybe 5 to 6 meters away from that camera. And Ate Claire, is it clear and loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you can still hear the voice coming from the speaker of that Tapo camera. It's actually loud. It's really clear on my end. Hopefully, the camera would do the same. Okay, hey Ate Claire, can you how about try this one? 2 times 3?
2 times 3 is 6.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Ate Claire. And that is how the audio quality coming from the Tapo CCTV or security camera is. Again, guys, that was impressive. It was clear, two-way communication. I was able to hear clearly my child on the other side, and she is able to hear me clearly as well on the mobile app on her phone. And there you have it. Now for my verdict. Guys, as always, I base my verdict on the actual test. And for this one, it actually is a performer. The video, audio, and the level of details are actually great. And that was my first time experiencing a colored night vision on a security camera. And I think I might replace or slowly upgrade my CCTV camera to this Tapo C325WB camera, because current pricing of this one on TP-Link official store like in Shopee is around 3,990 pesos. And guys, I have 10 security cameras to replace, and that will be a lot. It might not be that cheap compared to other security cameras, but with those features and quality, I think it is totally worth it. And I believe you should not actually get cheap with this kind of camera because it is for your own security and peace of mind. And some of you might also ask if they should get the Tapo cloud storage. Guys, the Tapo care plan is very affordable, and I think you should subscribe, since one of the weakness of the security camera like this one using a local storage is when the intruder actually or literally get the local storage, you won't be able to see any footage. Unlike if you have a Tapo care or cloud storage, you will be able to view or review the security camera since the file is uploaded on the cloud. And I believe that will be all for now. Again, thanks for watching. If you have comment and suggestion, comment down below or message me at JK Chavez on FB. Again guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe and bye!